You are?
You have just got me so excited about crafting, so I'm going to dive in to do that.
Oh, well, you know what? I think this first segment is going to work perfectly with that.
You do?
I do.
Well, let me know what it is. Tell me.
Do not stand right there and do not move because you will like this first segment. Because the latest season of HGTV's Design Star is getting ready to hit the airwaves. You could take like 4 steps back. That's a little too close. This is our segment.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm right here.
All right. Well, like we said, the Design Star is getting ready to hit the airwaves, and you may recognize some of the faces on the program because one face in particular is a local girl. This is Britany Simon, one of the HGTV Design Star finalists. We welcome you in your beautiful yellow to the show.
Thank you.
So it's kind of the mecca of really fun, creative things in the studio this morning.
Yeah.
But I saw this picture of these chandeliers, and instantly I was just like, tunnel vision.
Yes, me too.
Into that.
I have been coveting a beaded chandelier for, I can't even tell you how long. It doesn't fit in my budget, so.
Isn't that the story with most of our things in life?
It is. It's the story of my life, for sure.
So part of the story of your life is, in fact, coveting this, but also this Design Star. So we're going to get to this, and let's get going on this, and then I want to learn a little bit about Design Star. So
cool. Yeah.
Basically, with this, you said, I can't have that. I'll make it.
I can't have that. Maybe you can, but I can't.
I can't, just
or my
so
husband won't let me. It's not going to be part of the monthly expenses. So what I'm doing is showing you how to take this as an inspiration and make it yourself with just a standard lampshade, really. This is something I picked up at IKEA for $15. And
big spender, you?
Big spender. That did fit in the budget. And then this is just a typical light hookup. What I did was just a plug-in. And you can do a light kit that'll fit into a standard electrical outlet, but for me, I don't necessarily have just outlets hanging out, so I wanted to be able to plug something in and hang it wherever I wanted.
Yeah.
So what I did is pick up a bunch of beads at a craft store. You can get any color. I just picked black for the one that I've been coveting, which is the black one on there.
This
but you could use fun turquoise
I did
beads,
love the turquoise one.
Right? I know, I like the turquoise one too. And I strung those, each individual bead, and just kind of bunched them up. I just hot glued it underneath.
How'd you bunch them in the middle?
I tied them onto a tassel.
Okay.
So I tied them all into a tassel and then used ribbon to pull it up from underneath.
Okay.
Really simple. You just have to have a little bit of patience to string all the beads.
Well, the mother of invention is necessity, and you needed that. It wasn't a want.
I needed it.
It far exceeded the want. It went to the need.
Yes.
So you just made it. So let's talk a little HGTV Design Star. How cool is that?
It was really cool. I felt honored to be a part of the show, and as soon as I found out I was on the next season, it was like a life-changing. I knew everything was going to be different from here on out. So
we're seeing some of the clips right here.
Yes, I haven't even seen these.
Oh, okay. Well, you can thank us later.
Yes.
So looks like typical interview. You get a little bit to know you a little bit more, know your style. How would you describe your style?
I'm definitely, well, you can see by the chandelier, a little more of a modern glam chic. So I like modern clean lines, but I also like a little bit of the glam. So the jewels, the flashy things. I have affinity for shiny things. My style is just really kind of on trend too, so that's where the chic comes in.
Okay, so we're seeing some of this.
Yes,
looks
I'm
like
working with Mikkel on our first episode. We have to redo our home that we're living in, and we are redoing our bedroom, one of the bedrooms.
So how long was this process?
I was there for a month and a half.
Okay.
So that's what some people don't know is how long it takes to film to give you 9 episodes. And I mean, we shot for 16 hours.
Whoa, really?
Some days, yes. So it was a lot of work, but I loved every single second of it.
Is there compensation when you do that? I mean, or do you just kind of put your life on hold?
You kind of put your life on hold and hope that you're going to win your own show, which there's no monetary amount for that. So.
And before this, what were you doing besides coveting,
coveting chandeliers?
Exactly.
I actually own my own interior design business. Okay. So I work with clients bringing their vision to life, and I also work for another company as well, where I do new residential homes, and I do the design for those.
So you definitely had your reps in designing your own style.
Yes.
So you went in and knowing it.
Yes.
What was it like working with the season 1 winner, David Bromson?
I love David, and I saw that he was on earlier this week.
He wouldn't give me anything.
I know. They're tight-lipped about it.
How about you? Are you tight-lipped about it?
I am tight-lipped.
Oh,
my contract makes me tight-lipped.
It's like a club.
It is. It's a tiny little secret club. At least now we can talk about it, because we couldn't talk about it before.
Right.
So, yeah, David is great. He's exactly like he is in
What
his
you see
show.
is what you get.
What you see is what you get, which is a good time every time.
So have you changed or evolved in the process of when you went into Design Star to, you know, now that we're on the other end of it?
I definitely have. I mean, going into evaluation and getting feedback from my mentors that I watch on TV, I just soaked it up like a sponge and took every single thing that they told me and applied it to my next challenge. So I definitely learned a lot for design being on the show, and I've definitely grown as a designer.
So if you've grown, we want to grow by proxy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is your best advice for the at-home DIYers? Perhaps they, you know, they can completely relate to seeing something in a magazine or online and wanting it so badly, but realizing it's just not part of their world.
Right.
What advice do you have for them to be able to still create a space that works for them?
You know, I think you can create a beautiful space on any budget. So my best advice would be to go on Pinterest, which I'm obsessed with, and pick some of your favorite things. And I mean, it's surprising what you can create on your own. Like, you could do a rug, just pick a basic sisal rug, and you can paint on it. You can paint a pattern to it. You don't have to buy a super expensive rug to change your space. I mean, you can really just create everything on your own. I mean, this is just one of those examples. I say just play with it and see what you can come up with.
All right.
Especially when you're playing with things that aren't too expensive.
Fear is not a factor.
Fear is not a factor, no.
Remember that movie? We're not going to make you eat cockroaches here. Oh, wait, maybe I just dated myself. They used to do all these crazy things. They'd eat bugs and
I
just
wouldn't be
gross
watching
Fear
that.
factor. And then
Don't be eating bugs. Just
no bugs. Just buy
it. To make it home.
Thank you so much for coming in. We so appreciate you coming in and showing us how to make that. That is awesome. My brain works well, but it doesn't.
Maybe you can make one this weekend. Maybe you can make one this weekend.
Maybe we'll make one for our house.
Get a headboard.
Yeah.
I'll make that for you. Tell me the colors.
I'm still waiting on a pillow.
Oh, that's come on. I've got a to-do list for her.
Yes, you do.
All right. We are all going to be watching Britany and watching and cheering her on during the season of Design Star, which debuts the 29th at 9 o'clock on HGTV.